Welcome to week 4 of the road trip campaign, home group curriculum. It's been a great series so far, and crazily enough, we're already about halfway through it. So I hope you've had a great time with your group so far. Well, the fact that we are almost already halfway through the curriculum means that at the end of the series, those workshops are coming up very quickly. So if you haven't already, I want to encourage you to get signed up for one of those workshops, either Saturday, November 15th or 22nd from 8 to noon. Remember, you can sign up for a workshop and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff at roadtrip.daybreakweb.com. Well, this past weekend, we talked about what to do when you feel like you're running on empty, when you feel like you've hit the wall. And so we're going to dig into that a little bit deeper here in this meeting. You know, in the book of Psalms, we find so many powerful human expressions that deal with the experience of being both full and empty, courageous and at times afraid, joyful but also at times sorrowful, hopeful but yet at other times discouraged. Our human emotions run the gamut. And to help us process our own feelings of emptiness versus fullness, we're going to look at 2 Psalms together here in this group meeting. Now, if you're like me, you aren't always the best with emotions. I'm definitely more of a thinker than I am a feeler, and so oftentimes I just kind of tend to ignore emotions, whether negative or positive emotions. But God has built us not just to think, but also to feel. And so our emotions speak very deeply about who we believe and what we believe God is. And so if you're similar to me, I want you to consider exploring your emotions maybe a little bit more deeply than you normally would in this group meeting. I want to encourage you just to take a few steps from the shallow end of the emotional pool into the deeper end, and to be vulnerable with each other as you share tonight with your fellow group members. I hope that you're finding your group to be a safe place where you can be authentic. You know, I really think our groups ought to kind of have slogans pretty similar to Planet Fitness. We ought to be no judgment zones, right? Places where we can come together, not feel any judgment, but feeling challenged to continue to keep getting better. You know, aside from checking out those Psalms and discussing your own feelings of emptiness versus fullness, you'll also have the opportunity to wrap up your time together in this meeting by doing a powerful prayer exercise called Praying the Psalms. Now, if you've never done that before, it can be a very powerful time of helping you to express your heart to God, as well as praising Him for who He is. So if your group chooses to do this exercise, I want to let you know that your leader will lead you through it. It might feel a little bit different for some of you, but I think it's going to be a good different. Well, before we dive into your group content, I want you to just take a minute to just breathe a few deep breaths in and out, to breathe out the stress of your day, and to breathe in God's presence as you watch a music video and as you listen to a song together. Allow the song just to quiet you and to prepare your heart for this group meeting. Thanks.